presenting presentation on my topic students, job and approaches, limitation of field to society and NEP. Let's understand this topic with the help of a story. Introducing Paki, a 14-year-old girl. She is studious, who loves to read books, and upmost, she is extremely curious about things. She always go to the depth of her questions and try her best to answer. One day, her way to her home, she saw a group of youngsters talking about career, jobs, and latest reforms in education policy. Some of them are worried for their subject as they want to take arts, but field limitation, just according to society, is bothering them and their dreams. Some of them are arguing that India has lack of job, but some are contradicting them by saying Indian students have skill gap in them. Everyone has their own perspective, but Paki wants her own answer rather than getting influenced by others. And from here, her research work starts. Her very first query, job opportunity. What's the reason of less employment in India? Lack of skills. This is the major reason of less employment in India. For example, just to prove it, as many as 97% of graduating engineers want either in software or core engineering, but only 3% has suitable skills to be employed in software and product market. And only 7% can handle core engineering tasks, said by Aspiring Minds survey conducted in November 2019. Here you can easily see that only 10% of graduate engineers are able to hire in any company. Rest of 87% are later on counted as unemployed people in India. Paki was extremely sad by reading these type of facts, but this cleared her doubt of less employment in India. In fact, I must say, educated unemployed in India. She here understands was the need of Still India mission started by government in the welfare of public. Her second query, why there is so much of social limitation regarding subject taking? Lack of awareness about career. This is the basic reason, lack of awareness. This is the mostly seen that parents want their children to join traditional jobs like being engineers and doctor for science students, CA for commerce, and civil services for arts students. To prove this, a recent survey by Mindler, an online career counseling platform survey on career option awareness, says that 93% of Indian students aware of just 7 careers, though which 250 more than jobs are available in India. Most of them are new and in demand too. There is not at all any problem in subject, but the lack of awareness regarding career is a big problem that takes students where they never want to, and which result at the end in the waste of their money, time, and other resources. By reading this fact, Paki was little bit happy, as she come to know that why her aunt forced her to take science and prepare for doctor, as at the end of the day, her aunt is a part of that blind society. But now, she go with her interest after knowing truth that there is ample number of fields for her to work in. After knowing, Paki cleared her two major and very important doubts which she hear from those people about jobs and skill gap in India. Now it's turned the most positive and effective thing which she is hearing in the news from last so many days. She is very excited to know about the new education policy and hopes that all the education blunders will resolve under this policy. As Paki is very curious, again she want to know what is NEP, what is National Education Policy, and is it helpful to students like her and all others? The new education policy replaces the previous national policy on education 1986. The policy is comprehensive framework for elementary education to higher education, as well as vocational training in both rural and urban India. The policy aims to transform Indian education system by 2030, and it is a big change after 34 years. A very big and a needful change. So what is the difference between National Education Policy 1986 and Education Policy 2020, and how it is needful? Adopted National Education Policy 1986 adopted idea of 10 plus 2 board examination structure, but this policy adopted 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. Students can choose their respective subject from class 11th till now, but now onwards, students can choose subject in class 8, which provide them specialization in their subject. Students are not allowed to take subject out of their main streams. As example, I want to give, if a student is interested in bio as well as fine arts, either he have to choose science or he have to choose arts. He has no other option. But now, from now onwards in this policy, students are allowed to take any subject, which means A bio student can take fine arts without any barrier, as mainstream is pulled off. The focus was just rote learning and gaining marks till now from the education policy 1986. It is the big reason why there is skill gap in India. The policy focus on practical and application based knowledge. As from according to this policy, from class 6 onward, coding will be introduced to students, and there will be many internships and extra. Entries and exits are not allowed between courses. If a student do so, what have a hard work flow like water. He will be not certified for his work which he had done for so long, no matter what the crisis is, financial, health, etc. But now in the education policy, multiple exits and entries are allowed. The credit earned by the student in any semester in their graduation courses can be continued and utilized by them when they rejoin the course after study breaks. And there are many more differentiation. Now the viewpoint of Paki on this. Paki was too happy and satisfied with the reading the comparing education policy. According to her, a earlier policy was not wrong, but it was outdated. India was in need of a new policy which helped Indian students to be more practical and advanced and skilled like other developed countries. Whatever demerits Paki read and said, she saw every of them recovering here in this policy. Paki understood one of the most important thing in her research work, that whatever is happening with people, they are only held responsible for it. If people are not working, not getting job, which means they are not enough capable of it. And if they really want to earn, they can start their work from anywhere, no matter what work is. What matter is their skills for that work. And about student approach, it will go advanced, but this may can take some time. One thing the society need to understand too, that students can do well when only when he or she study of his own wish rather than forced. It was a great experience of learning something new. Thank you.